Boob size question. I'm flat-chested. It seems like what little breast tissue I have is concentrated around my nipples. So I essentially have mosquito bites or underdeveloped breasts. Because of this, mammograms are awkward as hell. 14-year-olds look older than me. Wearing dresses or loose tops are a pain since there's no cleavage to fill the gaps unless I tape the fabric to my skin. Don't get me started on bikini tops. I remember losing many while at the beach. One dude couldn't decide if it was hot, offensive, or if I was just a kid. Now I just wear t-shirts. Yes, and seeing other women with better figures is a major part of that insecurity for me. I'm from a culture where bigger women are seen as better, and in school I was bullied for being underweight too. Yes, I'm very insecure about my shape and nipples. I don't see them reflected in the media, so I don't feel like they are attractive. I don't necessarily want a boob job or anything, but I'm also not going to just flash my boobs to any guy that asks because of that insecurity. I had a reduction at 18, not because of insecurity, but because they were huge and causing me problems. I didn't like the attention I got, especially since it started from a very young age and I wasn't really prepared for it. People thought I was a lot older than I was. But still not an insecurity, just an annoyance. After multiple pregnancies, I'm back to a G cup. This is still way smaller than they were originally. I'm fine with that. No one's ever cared about the scars and they are hardly visible now anyway. For me, being flat-chested was always the butt of the joke around other women. Guys never said anything directly about my chest, but they still body-shamed me for being skinny anyway. But even at a young age, I always perceived other women who had bigger chests and curvier figures were more attractive and gotten more positive attention from guys. I am a boob guy. Certified, 100. I can't speak for all of us, but I love them all. Big ones, small ones, firm ones, saggy ones. I just love bags of fat with nipples attached to them. Sorry, fellow fat guys, I prefer when they have an accompanying vagina. I say all of that to say this. Some guys might not like all boobs, but I do. Thank you for listening. I'm a member of the itty bitty titty committee and man I love it. No bra if I don't want to wear it. Completely abandoned wired bras. Fuck those torture devices. They got even smaller once I started working out doing a lot of martial arts. Before getting too into it, I stopped to consider that they would shrink as I got a more muscular chest, which has happened in the past with working out with me. I quite literally have zero body fat if I do any amount of exercise, but then I decided I'd rather be strong than have bigger boobs. I feel bad for women who have huge boobs, they look so uncomfortable. A friend had to have a reduction at 14. They were huge and they caused her to start having a hunchback at fucking 14. And back in those days, I'm old, her family had to fight the insurance company for that reduction. It was fucking ridiculous. Glad to hear reductions are way easier to get these days, that's nice. Not really. I am smaller than most women, but in proportion I am not much smaller, also short and underweight. I never really cared about it, nobody made me feel bad and men responded well. I hate my boobs. For context, I have triple D cups. So, mommy milkers. They are heavy. They don't look good in so many outfits. I hate the portrait attention, the sagging, stretch marks, back pain. Also, I feel like they age me tremendously. I'd love to get them reduced. I'm so jelly of ladies with tiny boobies. Y'all are at FR. I used to care when I was younger, and now I don't. Always wanted bigger ones. We always want what we can't have and can't be freaking happy. I'm 43. Mine are on the smaller size, but they never sag, and I can wear tops with no bras or work out comfortably, no problem. At the end of the day, they are just boobs. I'm healthy, alive, and my body has served me well so far. With some experience in boobs, I can say that boobs are the greatest creation of Mother Earth. It's the hallmark, the absolute reason why mammals excelled so well in life. It's a sign of love nurture that transcends everything. Now becoming less philosophical, then yeah, all boobs are amazing. At least for me. And women, you shouldn't feel uncomfortable about them. They are amazing. Don't let others' opinions make you feel insecure. Yes, I'm always wishing mine are bigger. I'm flat-chested as well, and I've never considered myself hot or sexy. How can I when I see big breasts everywhere? Ads, movies, anime, drawings. People simply prefer bigger boobs, it seems. I've been trying to be happy with mine, but till now, not a day passed by without me wishing them to just be slightly bigger. Heck, even a C cup would make me happy. I always get jealous of women who complain about having big boobs. Like at least you have boobs in the first place. Yes, I hated my boobs so much as a teenager. Even getting compliments from men all the time didn't help. I got my nipples pierced to IMO make them prettier. That was the only thing that helped, honestly. Sometimes they get in the way. I was burdened with glorious purpose when they grew in. I don't get insecure about them, and most of the time really enjoy being well endowed. But sleeping on my stomach is almost impossible now, and forget running sports. Sports bras never have enough anti-jiggle support. I have a C cup and a D cup. I am insecure about them, but the older I get, the more I realize how common it is. Miserable. Both men and women contribute to the negative feelings associated with my flat chest. Women make me feel bad via insensitivity, not being able to understand or relate to how breasts are a hallmark of gender and femininity, and not having that might be painful and so can be callous, and lacking in empathy with their anecdotes to try and make me feel better. Men make me feel bad because the majority have either teased me if having only ever seen me clothed, or do not make an effort to hide their disappointment upon seeing me undressed. They also do not attempt to avert their gaze and will ogle a curvier woman right in front of me. Nope, never felt insecure about them. Been small-breasted my whole life, but my breasts fit the proportions of the rest of my body and I wouldn't change them. My bras make me feel insecure about them. I can't find a comfortable bra that I like how I look in it. 100 yes. As a teenager, the guys I knew, including my boyfriends, bought lads magazines full of women with big perky boobs and compared us normal girls unfavorably to celebrities. At the time, I didn't realize that celebrities and women in magazines had fake boobs and were airbrushed, so I felt really bad about my body because I was quite skinny, and especially bad about my boobs as they seemed tiny compared to the women in magazines and the media. None of my boyfriends made me feel great either because they watched porn where the women had big, perky fake boobs. I felt inferior and not womanly enough. Finally, in my mid-30s, I got a boyfriend in his mid-20s, and he helped me appreciate that my boobs are actually really nice, and I shouldn't have hated on them all these years. I have hated my boobs for decades, ever since I really got them, or at least once they passed a BC cup. I'm now middle-aged and roughly a J cup. They are tubular, so even when I was young and pre-kid they were never remotely perky. My nipples are huge and ugly. The under-boob zone is always sweaty and itchy and gross. Bras hurt and get sweaty too. Not wearing a bra also hurts. I've always planned on getting a reduction when I was done breastfeeding, but I haven't pursued it yet. BC surgery sounds miserable too.